Hi everybody, and welcome to another special match. It's the play-in match for an open slot in the A division in season 38. It's between second place B finishers Markus and nasmith, and they're gonna play first to 3.5 points. With the usual Game 7 rules that we're gonna talk about once it comes up. I'm E.Honda, I'm commentating this today, and also later Mic Qsenoch will be joining us once he's done with his match that he is currently playing, which is happening in the division that these two are doing the play-in for, because Mic and Psychomatic, they already know they're gonna be in A division next season, so they already played their match. Okay, so into this match, onto this board, nasmith starts, buys 2 experiments. What's here? I guess a trading post is nice for trashing. They both go with experiments. nasmith adds a vassal. Could also think about just a silver. And yeah, let's see whether you get crop rotation maybe. Also synergizes with tunnels. Yeah, he does get crop rotation. Was a good spot for him, and Markus has exactly the same hand. You're still gonna get a trading post, I believe, because you wanna thin down all these coppers and wanna be able to buy grand markets. There's not really, well, there's experiments for draw. That's your draw basically here. Also there's vassal, but it's not so easy to set it up non-terminally. You could like add golems, but I don't think you want those in your deck. Well, maybe you do. But you can just do like grand markets, vassals, experiments for draw, add in Platinum. So let's see what he does here. He's got 5 in his hand, so this could be a trading post, and he does get one. Same thing for Markus. Oh, he's got 7, but still gets the trading post. You wanna thin down. So this 6 could just be more experiments. To get to have the draw going. Could also be a gold, but don't like that too much. Oh, it's a merchant guild. Well, it's nice for buying experiments. Maybe he does plan to play with Golem, because it's the only way to get actions. And now he's got merchant guild, trading post, and vassal in his deck. So I think you wanna add a golem now, so you can play all that stuff. Could get one here, could get a potion here, I mean, to set that up. Markus on his last turn got more experiments. Yeah, I kinda like the trading post buy, because you wanna be buying experiments all the time, but it comes in handy. And yeah, nasmith does get the potion. Yeah, now Golem does seem like a nice addition to this deck. think I like that. Markus only hits 4. Oh, he gets a potion as well. Well, I mean, only you don't really need more than 4. 5 could have been a merchant guild, but other than that. So another merchant guild or experiments here. More experiments. He needs draw. Crop rotation is gonna make him hit 4 potion here, I believe. It's down there. Vassal. Don't know if you wanna trigger that. Could also trading post the vassal maybe. Together with an estate. Should be copper there as well, right? Well, maybe it's a silver. Could also trading post just 2 estates. Of course you have crop rotation, but could also do that. Well, let's see what he chooses to do. There was no vessel down there. So just trash 2 coppers by Golem, I think. Yeah, that's what he does. Markus is gonna get to his Golem as well here. So I think there's Vassal and Merchant Guild down here, right? Well, there's a Vassal in the trash. Maybe he doesn't have one anymore. Maybe he trashed it and I missed that. Probably. Maybe Markus trashed his Vassal. Oh, he played it last turn, so Smith trashed his Vassal. So there's only Merchant Guild down there. But, well, it's still nice if the Golem hits Merchant Guild. Could buy double experiment, for example, or experiment vassal or something. You do want some experiments in your deck, so you can play the Golems non-terminally. Could also be grand markets later, of course, that you want to hit with your Golem. And he goes for the double experiments. Let's see how Markus's turn is gonna shape out. So he doesn't have a merchant guild yet. He's gonna buy a grand market here. Yeah, that's also nice. This Golem can now hit nice targets for him. Smith can also play the Golem here and will. And you can probably also afford a grand market here. Could be a grand market experiment. Yeah, I think stopping here, buying grand market experiment sounds good. What's down there? I think an estate, right? Yeah, that should be an estate on top, so you're happy to have that. Crop rotation. You could also think about grand market smugglers, because now that they started buying grand markets, smugglers sounds pretty nice to have in your deck and should have enough draw. Well, not enough draw, but like the Golem can find the stuff he wants, I mean. Experience also fine though, of course. But maybe Smugglers is something to think about. This is a bit sad for Markus because he really... Well, maybe he does want to trigger that. There's an estate in there. If he draws it, sucks. But he's not gonna hit big number otherwise. And second Golem, well, there's not a lot for it to hit in his deck. Yeah, that the Golem skipped so much stuff. It's not really ideal. And this Vassal flip also. It's not the greatest. You would have rather flipped the silver or something. So Merchant Guild for 5. Or just experiments. Nasmith needs a good crop rotation here for his turn to kick off. He does seem to be ahead. Well, but I mean, he's got a Merchant Guild. Oh, no, Workshop. That's also nice to gain experiments. Wonder about taking it over a Merchant Guild though. Maybe he thought he wouldn't have enough economy to really use that, but let's see what his plan is. He draws, Nasmith draws Grand Market Experiment. He's got a Golem now. Now he's gotta think about what's down there. Oh hey, there's Mic.
Hey.
Did you finish your match?
We just played 4 games.
Oh, alright.
So the one was finishing up kind of at the good time for switching over, so we just stopped at 4.
Turned up your volume a bit. I hope it will turn out okay on the recording, but we're gonna see.
Are you recording it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I usually just look at OBS and see the bouncing bars and see how close they are. I may start recording it as well.
Well, yours actually seems pretty high compared to mine, so maybe I shouldn't turn it up. I'll try around a bit. Well, you're just in time for game 1.
Okay.
They're playing some Golem thing with Grand Markets and Experiments.
Nice.
And
is anybody way ahead?
Well, not way ahead. I think Nasmith seems to be ahead to me. He's got 3 Grand Markets now. To Markus is 1. Well, he's also first player, so he's played 1 more turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's also got the Merchant Guild, which sounds nice, and I like the Smugglers. And they both dud. I guess Nasmith's stud is better than Markus's stud.
Mm-hmm. Are you just busy next season?
Yeah. Oh, Too busy to play both World Cup and League.
Oh yeah.
I come back from Menagerie for the first Menagerie season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried to start my league matches already just because I'm not playing this week for the World Cup, so I tried to get one in so that I would have less overlap from mine.
Yeah. So, at some point you also add Platna here, right?
Yeah, I would think so. You can just always try to have, I guess one thing to do is to try to get all 10 experiments every turn. If you have the gains for that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Denying them.
Yeah, because if they're playing with 0 every turn, it's going to be pretty rough. And it should be doable here with between the workshop and the buys.
Yeah. Maybe nasmith can do it this turn, like get 8 experiments. It's only $12.
Mm-hmm. And he's the one with the workshop, right?
Oh,
or is that Marcus?
Workshop.
Okay.
But nasmith has a merchant guild. So, workshop variant.
Yeah, and the smugglers, too. He probably won't. Well, that might be the smuggler, I guess, if he's choosing experiment and another smugglers. He's not playing it. Yeah, it's not clear you want to spend the $12 on it right now when there's still nice things to buy to increase your payload. But
yeah. And Marcus should be drawing fine with these two, I think. Because he's trashed. Well, he should be trashed down decently. Both are. Golem Plaid. Oh, sounds nice, yeah. You can keep your coffers. Don't know about too many vassals because they can screw up your golems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the vassals could be. You don't have that many terminal spaces, so when they miss, it hurts quite a lot.
Yeah, can just kill your turn if golem hits like vassal trading post and the vassal misses.
Yeah. If you do get to the point where you have, 6 or 8 mark experiments or whatever returned, then it's maybe safe. But by that point, you're probably just into platina for money. It's not clear that they'll get piles down either here, I guess. Depends on if they run the golems all the way.
Yeah.
I guess estates. Well, it would be hard to do estates and experiments. So it kind of looks like they may get into the green here.
Yeah, experiments. Well, they're a bit hard to pile because you put them back, right?
Yeah. I mean, here you can do it, right? It's not that hard to do it. It just takes buys. And so it's hard to do it plus another pile. Yeah. So unless a second pile goes, they're not really much of an option for that. This is what you get for playing with golems. This is just what everyone who ever buys a golem deserves.
Yeah, real sad. Now, maybe if the smugglers had been a vassal, it would have revealed a grand market to play on. But just swingy, nothing you can do about it. Well, if there's no village that you can play before your golem.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody's gotten a platinum yet.
Platinum, yeah. Does look a bit strange.
Yeah, I think it's about time for one. Oh, there's also the Golem tunnel combo on this board.
Yeah.
And crop rotation also, but
it's hard to do that with colonies, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never played the tunnel crop rotation one. I don't think I've ever rolled it.
I've had it in a game with Shepard. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but
maybe I did roll it once. I just can't remember if it was a real game or if I was just messing around with the bots. Oh. It's not clear to me how many smugglers you actually... Because they're going to shift to gaining things that you can't even smuggle.
Yeah.
So I'm not convinced by second smugglers. Because ideally, at the end of their turn, the experiments maybe are empty, and then they buy like a platinum. And so, then what are you doing with the smugglers? It's just nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you can get experiments off it, it's okay, but I think you can just shut that down.
Well, if you play your own experiments before your smuggler, you can get those back, but maybe Golem hits smugglers and they are empty, true. And then you're sad.
I'm kind of imagining, yeah, and that's sensitive to the sequence of your hand, so.
Yeah. And also another card that Golem can trip over the smugglers.
It just seems late for it since the best smuggler target is gone.
Yeah. How many experiments does Markus have now? Like 6?
Not sure.
I think he's
got. He returned some of the ones he gained during his turn, so I'm not actually certain.
But he might be in a position now where he can just deny those. Well, at least the amount he's got.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if his states are easy, Shaka, because you're going to play the Golem and it might end up returning some experiments, which adds another buy needed. It's not infeasible though. Another experiment play is totally safe. And then he lacks buys to do it. 2 buys. This is win in hand.
Oh right, he can smuggle the experiments, right?
Yep. This is the win now. So he spots it. So good to Nasmith.
Nicely done. Yeah, so that was maybe a bit too aggressive by Markus, right? Leaving the board in that state. So this is some bridge troll thing, I would believe.
Yeah. The villages are kind of weakish, but you can make it work.
Yeah, with the Lackeys and Ghost Town, I think you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly couldn't let it go uncontested, even if it doesn't end up playing that well when both do it.
Yeah. Yeah, if just one person gets to do it, they just empty provinces in one turn.
Yeah.
And if both do it, then they have to dance around some 3 piles probably.
Yeah. And like the village in the draw is weak, on the weaker side.
Yeah.
So you're going to have some sad turns, I'm sure.
There's also Ghost here, but it's not even that strong. Well, it's strong, but you don't want to hit. You don't want it to hit bridge trolls or something.
Right. Yeah, you really want it to hit like lackeys, but
yeah, or a sentry maybe.
Yeah. Well, you probably aren't buying sentries really by the time you have. The lackeys, I guess, could also be gone by then.
Yeah, maybe you can just do cemeteries.
I mean, I guess you don't care that much if it hits a bridge troll. It still gives you one action played and you get the buys.
That's true.
I mean, realistically, how many you probably play the ghost at most like 2 times before the game's over.
Yeah.
So even having it hit bridge troll once and sit out might be okay.
Might even help you free pile if it's at the right time.
Yeah.
Or any smith doesn't want a ghost, just trashes that mirror.
And I'm fine with that too. If you get out ahead here, you don't necessarily need it.
Yeah, it also made this shuffle better, right? Because he played the lackeys afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And got the cemetery off, so that seems pretty good. Seems alright to not get ghost.
He got really clean over the one turn.
Yeah.
Though Markus is moving along too quite well.
Yeah, he's pretty clean as well. He's also first player, which is probably pretty good on this board.
Yeah, I mean, if he just keeps hammering bridge trolls, ghost towns, lackeys, he probably stays ahead here.
Yeah.
Just by virtue of getting 2 bridge trolls in first. He may not even have to do a cemetery, though there might be a spot where he wants to.
I mean, it's also gonna be a cheap one at some point, right?
Yeah.
If you've got enough bridge trolls down. Yeah, so looking pretty good for Markus, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Nasmith is counting money now because he needs to buy a bridge troll this turn.
Right, he's got one down there, right?
Yeah, there's one in the bottom 3, and then he probably wants to buy a ghost town too, or a lackeys. So he's got to have enough money for that. I mean, he doesn't have to have enough money for that, but I think he probably wants enough money for that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't get a bridge troll here, you just lose. Of course, I have the benefit of seeing Markus's hand, but
it's to assume that you need to get it here. So otherwise, you just slow down too much.
Yeah.
So this could be like bridge troll, ghost town, lackeys for Markus.
Mm-hmm. That looks good to me. The exact mix, I guess, of ghost town and lackeys maybe isn't a huge deal, but those buys look good.
Yeah. I mean, the ghost town's also nice to just make the start of your turn a little better, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think unfortunately for Nasmith, if this just keeps going, he'll definitely... Markus should have a path where he can pretty safely win.
Yeah. Also, once you, like, when he takes more bridge trolls and then nasmith wants to follow, that's already 3-pile territory. So Markus being the first one to take additional bridge trolls is just really good here.
Markus may be able to add 2 on his next turn. That might be greedier than necessary, though.
He's gonna do what?
I said Markus might be able to take 2 trolls on his next turn, but it might be greedier than necessary.
Right. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be at 2 probably. Or maybe you can do it like for 2 coins and then ghost towns are free, lackeys are free. You have lots of buys. Do you want to trash this lackeys? Don't think you need all of them.
You should be okay to keep it for now. You're not even... You're only spending 1 villager. I wouldn't trash it there. I mean, maybe you get into action trouble next turn, but I don't think so.
He should have enough actions also if you buy some. Now I guess it's just counting out how to set this up, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he doesn't put it into buy range of whatever Nasmith has, he can mostly just keep building up to whatever he wants to.
Yeah, and there's like nothing that nasmith can really do because Markus has 5 trolls now, and if nasmith also wants to get 5, he opens up the pile out probably.
Yeah, I guess Markus will have 6 buys. So it won't quite be... Nasmith could take trolls and then some other thing without quite making the pile out go.
Yeah.
I think, if I've counted correctly.
Yeah, probably, right. He can leave it so that buys can't win. But then of course he can't get some lackeys or ghost towns on top, but he's really limited in what he can do.
The main reason I like Markus keeping the lackeys is because he still has a lot of stop cards, and I just wouldn't want to draw into a hand that.
Yeah, that's true. It's nice to have
stopped
these
when you're ahead. Like, this hand already is not looking that great, to be honest. I mean, I know there's ghost towns coming down the line, but like, I want the lackeys in the deck. I'm not saying for the buy. I don't care about the buys that much, but. I assume he just can't trash it, but...
He's having real money problems, right? Oh. He can play 2 trolls, then everything gets cheaper, but still, he only has 4 money now. Also, he could buy 2 trolls. And like a lackeys. And then there's 6 things left.
Next turn, Markus can add a charm and score points.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then, I guess depending on the buys, exactly, potentially some more of the lackeys or the ghost towns.
There's also a Triumph here, which might come in handy for piling and scoring.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I suspect it wouldn't change the outcome ever, but it might, I guess. My guess would be anything that you could have scored with Triumph, you would have been able to catch them on duchies, you know?
Yeah, probably.
If there was a pile out that came up. I guess with the money, there's because duchies should be 0, so.
Yeah, so it looks pretty grim for nasmith. I guess you just take 2 trolls and the lackeys, maybe a silver.
He probably has to add a charm. Yeah, I was gonna say he might need to add a charm and just hope he draws. He does need. I don't know if not taking the bridge troll is gonna do it for him or not, though. He doesn't. He has to. He almost has to buy Ghost Town or lackeys.
Maybe he didn't want the troll because of action problems. He only has 3 villagers left.
Yeah. I think the issue is going to be Markus just scores a little bit here and adds another buy, and then what does Nasmith do after that? I mean, he has to. Markus has to miss something, miss a draw.
Yeah. Well, he will be running short on villagers after this turn, so he's gonna look out for that. Needs to look out for that. Windfall lackeys Triumph.
I don't quite see what Windfall is gonna do for you.
Yeah, I don't know. Then
this is more of a gain issue than anything.
Yeah. Then you also leave the trolls out for Markus, which he can then probably take. So, and set up a pile out even easier.
Yeah. Markus here just needs to figure out like how many points he needs to score so that he can take some ghost towns or lackeys. You know, like if he takes, maybe he uses a Triumph here.
Oh, he could.
But like, he can also just do some duchies or like Duchy Province, and then that would allow him to take a couple. Well, at least one more ghost town. He doesn't have to push too hard either. He can just add a buy and get some points, and then
maybe he could also add in some free sentries.
Yeah.
To find the stuff that he needs.
Yeah, the sentries are fine.
Because now
get some of those.
Now you don't want to play too many lackeys anymore, right? Because villagers are running.
I don't know if you need 2 charms. But I wonder if he'll. get a ghost town. That's interesting.
Didn't.
I guess since he has the 3 bridge trolls played on that turn, it's not a huge deal if he doesn't play the 2 this turn.
Could be a bit scary, potential
the way he
dot-wise.
Yeah, as Cave points out, the way he did it, Triumph is just like basically strictly better. It's another point, and the estate is more trashable, and I don't think lowering the estates opens you up to a particular 3 pile. So,
That's true.
So the Triumph looks just definitely RTT, but it still looks nicer. He didn't spend all his money. He had $5. He had $2 at the end. Steph.
Nasmith will also be getting action problems, I believe.
Oh, definitely. Marcus's hand is actually really bad.
Yeah, good dot here.
He has 3 bridge trolls down, so it's not. There's limits to how bad it actually is. But 3, 4. Maybe he's already.
Yeah,
maybe it's already basically in hand. Actually, how much? Probably not after Naismith takes a lead, but because he's gonna have 4, 5, 6, 7 gain. I guess it's just in hand already.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Can Triumph to end it.
Yeah. Can do whatever. There's not like a points lead he can take, though, is there, guys? Like, he's gonna... Because counter Triumph is gonna overtop that, I think. Maybe not. I guess on the cemetery, if he does the cemetery, then it will. He might be out of range, but...
It's kind of awkward for Nasmith, right? If he just goes full green to max out points, then his next turns will be just really bad. And if he doesn't, then Marcus piles.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that there's a play where he... When was in hand from the very start? Like, even before he drew off Ghost Town?
Doesn't seem to notice it. Or he sure will later, once he has played through. Maybe he saw it now.
He had 7 buys from his opening hand. Maybe it was after he drew from the Ghost Town, but...
Yeah, he does see it.
VP is easy. He could Dutchy, he could... whatever. So good game to Marcus. Yeah, that was tough. He got... The only way Naismith was getting back in that is if Marcus had a hand where he didn't draw into the bridge troll. He just...
Yeah, I think it's really tough as second player on that board. If both draw reasonably well.
Yeah. If they don't... you need them to have some kind of missed turn.
Yeah.
Which isn't that hard. At the start, he could easily have bottom decked a bridge troll at some point, but...
Yeah, I guess it needed to happen at the start because in the mid game their decks were pretty stable.
Yeah.
This is a play-in match for League A next season. Well, he's not actually listening, so...
I do that sometimes.
So this looks nice.
Good fortress stuff.
Yeah. Some fortresses, heralds, militia in deck, I guess. Altar.
Yeah. You should really have enough fortresses that you're not, I mean, not that you want a ton, but you don't have to worry too much about Herald revealing a trasher out of turn in a bad time.
Yeah. Can also salvage fortresses, but well,
I don't like the conclave particularly.
Yeah, me neither. Well, maybe he probably wants to hit 6, right? For an altar.
Yeah. But I don't know if it helps you that much to do that. I mean, I guess it has to help a little bit, but
That's a silver, basically.
I'd almost think taking this, I mean, they got the salvager, so I guess it's the same. There's a bad... Oh, he has city gates, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you take conclave over silver, I guess I'm just equivalents you need, but...
Can salvage the conclave here to get an altar, but don't know if you want to do that.
I would.
Oh, that is better.
Oh, yeah.
Just drop deck.
The city gate stuff. This is nice. For Nasmith. Oh, it doesn't matter because of the city gate. But...
There's also
passages they both manage an altar
to set up heralds, but it's not like you get passages just for that.
Right. Yeah, it would be hard to buy a passage over some other 4.
Yeah.
I think. At least for quite a while.
Yeah, maybe later once all the good stuff is gone.
Yeah, I mean, certainly not before Herald, as John says.
Yeah. This is nice for Markus, that he gets to 4 of that trash.
Mm-hmm. Once you've trashed a lot more, Raven Shard. Is he in here?
Nope.
Gotta know. Nope. Well, John's answer is good enough.
Do you want a second altar here?
Yeah, altars. Yeah, I would take at least 2 here.
Sounds good, right? Because you can also keep on gaining with the fortresses.
Yeah, I would take as many as I thought I could get away with.
They both get a second one.
Not yet. I wouldn't get a third until I was drawing. Which potentially, I guess, not at all, but... The changelings are a little greedy.
Could be Pearl Divers, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
As Herald targets, right? I guess draw is gonna be a bit hard with 3 altars, right?
Yeah. They just need to start hitting the heralds really hard.
Yeah. How's the split actually? I think nasmith has 4 now. I would think so.
Markus really needs a hit on his Herald. This sort of works. He should take two Heralds here.
Yeah. Yeah, Heralds seem really important, right? Because it's draw.
Yeah. There's no reason to run anything else. I mean, nothing really.
Yeah.
I mean, other things might just because of the gaining, but. So he should gain 4. Oh, he goes to Secret Passage. That's fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, that might be better than the Fortress at this stage.
Yeah, he's still got lots of treasure left, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do prefer the Secret Passage. I don't think Fortress is doing much for you on this shuffle anyway.
Yeah, true. He doesn't really need the fortress, right? He just feeds his altars with treasure.
The coppers still need to be dealt with.
Oh, that's nice.
And like this is really nice.
This is a really good turn for him.
Yeah. Like here, he can take 1. I mean, the thing is, you only really need. I mean, you need more than 1 because some of them will get. Sometimes it'll get sucked out by the fortress, by the heralds. But he looks pretty solidly ahead now.
Yeah, this turn was really great. And Markus getting some really sad heralds. Do you have a pilgrimage here?
I'm not sure. It's not really that good, actually.
Yeah, right. Not so much stuff that you want to gain off it.
Like, it's fine. I just don't know if it.
I mean, you could
is
gain
that
like
exciting.
Could gain
like
like
your targets.
Salvator.
Yeah, I mean, like your targets would be like Fortress, Secret Passage, and then one of Salvager or Altar, I guess.
Yeah.
Would be your triple, but
And nasmith with another great turn.
Yeah, well now he'll just be totally clean. It'll be hard for him to to really dud at all. He can do Fortress on the Salvager. Yeah, he can just get passages and fortresses. He could even start greening, though I don't know if he has a 2 yet.
I mean, this could be a province, right?
Yeah. I mean, it could be.
Fortress Pilgrimage, also reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, and also just doing the buys to get the payload in now is also fine. The pilgrimage. The thing is, one of the gains off the pilgrimage is going to be marginal for sure. Like the extra copy of Fortress or whatever is not going to be like a big boost to your deck. So it's a question of whether delaying those 3 gains is worth that one card that's not actually going to be that good for you.
That's true. Then I think I like having it more. I like having it now more.
Yeah, because I mean, adding your 4th copy of Fortress doesn't change your deck really.
Yeah.
Very much. I mean, it's possible to have bad draws where you get messed up and it hurts you, but not super likely.
Like, Nasmith's really far ahead now, right? Markus even did it last turn.
There's a limit here to how much you can build, though, so he doesn't have to green, but it's not crazy because he can't like add more draw to match the payload he puts in.
Yeah.
So he did a nice little thing there to get a secret passage top decked.
Oh yeah, that's nice. And he's never gonna dot with all these passages in his deck.
No, I mean, he could start provinces and he could start milling them as well.
Could do province secret passage here. Sounds totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go for the pilgrimage.
I don't really like the pilgrimage. I don't know what the building, unless he's just targeting running 3 piles, which I guess is fine.
Yeah, maybe.
You can't really increase your payload anymore because all your heralds are already hitting, and yeah, I guess that's true, Johns.
Yeah.
But you can't really add payload now. Like, now he's not, I don't think he's guaranteed to play all these salvagers.
Yeah, that seems a bit excessive to me, all these salvagers.
Because all the heralds hit, right? Before the last turn. So
yeah.
he can't get more draw than that. And he had 1 fortress left in hand. So, oh man, he did. He destroyed the chat window.
Maybe if you reload, it's gonna come back, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'll do that. Alright.
So another pretty mediocre turn for Markus there.
Had Markus played a militia on Nasmith during... Okay, he had. So, but did he have this previous turn? He didn't. So he does have 2 more cards draw this time. So that should cover the salvagers he added.
Oh, right. And he probably can win here, right?
That wouldn't have worked if Markus had played militia, but now he should have it covered. I guess he did a little bit of gain and play last time too, so maybe it was always going to be okay. Anyway, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gains plus the pilgrimage is
yeah, this should easily win, right?
10 gains. So super easy. Alright, I overcounted gains a little bit, but 9 gains. Well, he can chain also a little bit. No, yeah, he can chain a little, so it's really more like 10 or 11.
Can even gain and play a salvager, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nicely done. Well played.
Yep. I don't know what the format of this is. It a first thing?
It's first to 3.5. So with the usual 7th sudden death game.
Okay.
So 2-1 so far. First player won every time. Ooh, this is another thing. Big thing.
Oh yeah. Only problem here is trashing. Well, there's Goat, but still maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe
Mountebank
doesn't keep up with Mountebank quite.
Yeah.
But at least it's not quite as messy as I was thinking.
Yeah, and you can just get lots of Wharfs and put them in play with Academy.
It's definitely possible that one person builds a deck that gets clean and one person is just...
Yeah, if you fall
buried
behind early and get junked by a deck that's getting thin, then it's game over, more or less.
Yeah, if you miss a Mountebank or gets blocked, or if that gets lopsided at all,
yeah,
it can definitely run away.
So he's going for the Ghost Town open, maybe hoping to hit 5, and like drawing the goat here for Markus would be the best.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Do you take the Mountebank or the Wharf?
I think I could have seen Wharf there as well, but both are fine, I guess.
Yeah. Both definitely good, but it's not clear to me which is better.
I mean, Wharf is nice in that you play goat even more often, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not playing Ghost Town there.
Yeah, there's not really any upside besides maybe a state trash. Because you still have... You had the $5 either way.
Yeah, now this next hand is not gonna be good, so I think that was a mistake to play the Ghost Town.
Yeah. Wharf easy here. Take
That's
that
a really nice pixie.
Just pick up more pixies. I'd probably do all pixies, not a second Ghost Town on the turn I already have a Ghost Town in hand.
Yeah, it doesn't really need a second one in play.
Yeah, I wait till the next turn. I mean, you don't have to have more than 2 because you buy Academy at some point. I think.
Yeah, I think you wanna get it soon, right? Just so you can easily play all your stuff. Don't have to buy villas, or I mean, you can work around with Villa and Ghost Town, but Academy just makes it so easy to play everything.
I guess the problem with Academy is that the pixies run out. And then you're buying, Harbingers or something. I mean, I guess you still buy villas, and then you just have...
Yeah.
I don't know. He probably runs away with it before then, just by buying Wharfs.
He seems solidly ahead right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also got the Flames gift to get even thinner, even faster.
Mm-hmm.
Did bottom deck his second Wharf though.
Yeah. Maybe here in Academy.
Yeah, this seems like a good spot, right?
And he has... Yeah.
Also, trashing copper over curse sounds good.
This is a little strange. I'm not sure. I don't love the replace.
Yeah, this didn't seem like the best spot to do it. I mean, skipping Academy is definitely possible, but I think you're just making life harder for yourself and limiting what you can do. because these villagers are so good.
Look at this. This would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
If
Then you
he'd
could
gotten
play
the
all this.
academy.
I mean, he can still play it all, but he has to buy a villa, and that villa could then be a wharf buy if you had academy. Replaced non-terminal with academy, yeah, that's right.
Sort of. I mean, the pixies are going to run out. But I guess you change your villas into stuff too. That's nice.
Yeah. So ghost town here, I guess. Yeah.
I don't think I'm not really complaining about what Marcus is doing. I think it'll win quite easily, but I kind of like the academy back whenever.
Yeah, definitely. Now could be another time to get it.
He's actually clean enough. The silvers are quite nice.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could buy academy once and spend $5, or you could buy villas all the time and spend $4 every time. I think academy is better in that respect.
Yeah, I agree.
You can ironworks for villas, of course. That's also good.
Mm-hmm. I would rather do that with academy.
Yeah, then it's even better. That's a nice boon.
I'm not sure if you... I'd have to count there, actually, to check it, but it's probably fine. Yes, I agree, Psycho.
That sounds good, yeah. He wants to have one outright. And it also draws up the silvers.
Which means you should do it on the ghost town. You should replace the ghost town in a wharf and to draw it. You would have played the villa, you would have got the silvers down too. He's drawing it anyway, so that's good. I don't know what... I feel like doing it the other way is better, but this is one way to do it.
Yeah.
Nasmith has also not yet managed to gain a single labyrinth point.
Oh yeah, true.
So this was just really rough for him all
there's
throughout.
the resign.
So there's a resignation. So 2-2.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, it went how we said in the beginning, right? That it might get lopsided. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Which a big part of that was, well, first player and then also... Why do the names... Is somebody hacking? Steph must be hacking.
What's happening?
Do you look at their names? In chat. And in everywhere.
Well, looks normal to me.
You don't see the
names? B? Whose names?
Marcus and Nasmith.
Oh, they look normal to me.
Oh. Well,
maybe I've got to reload.
It must be a reload thing or something. Their names are... The A's are replaced with B's. Well, now it's not loading for me anymore. Steph probably broke it. Everything.
Was worth it. Was worth it. Oh yeah, now I've got it. Nice.
It's supposed to be funny, Freaky.
So, What's on Druid? Nothing good. So Caravan is the only way to draw here. And guess you build something where you have some caravans and money in, get a fortune. You could also try printing lots of monuments, but that sounds like it takes a lot of time.
Yeah. I guess you just have caravans. I don't know. There's not much you can do. I mean, you can get a crypt, some crypts.
Yeah.
I feel like might be okay.
Yeah, true. Good crypt, putting all the coppers aside. If you can hit that, that's really good.
Just have some crypts, or have 2 or 3 crypts, caravans, and some artificers, and maybe, I guess, I don't know what you do with your terminal.
Well, maybe Gladiator, right? You wanna get to fortune? Yeah. Well, you don't have to, but that's good.
You wouldn't have to. I mean, I guess you can just see what your opponent's doing.
Yeah.
You don't have to have it if you're ahead or something.
Oh, that's true. Any Smith can top deck an Artificer every turn. Right.
Incredible. I don't know if the dungeons are that good.
Oh.
I wasn't in love with Nasmith's turn 4 there. Dungeon silver versus getting a 4 or a 5 doesn't really look that nice to me.
Yeah, I'd rather like get a Caravan or Artificer, I guess.
Not that like they're bad, that the games were bad, but I don't think I like it best.
Yeah, I think for now, gaining as many caravans as you can sounds good. Not sure.
Yeah.
It will also help you get off good crypts and such stuff.
Yeah.
Borrows for an Artificer. Could have just been a Caravan, I think.
I think I would have. The dungeons to me are not persuasive. I would much rather top deck a Caravan there.
Yeah, that sounded good. Discarding for Caravan.
I would have rather have a Caravan down in play than the dungeon. This is not even good timing for the dungeon either. Like this discard into this shuffle is not.
Yeah, right.
No, there's nothing
ideal.
Nothing particularly nice about it. I mean, I guess it's fine, but. And you don't need more you don't need more artificers either once you have a couple. I mean, not before caravans anyway.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if you can set up the Prince Monuments thing. I don't know.
Johns, what was the win I missed? Tell me in the streams. Don't just say it and then don't describe it.
It was gain a copper of the first Artificer play, I think, and then Tragic Hero on the second Artificer.
That wasn't the game. That wasn't the game he commented it on, though.
Oh, right.
Because I won that game.
Oh, it was the thing he was referring to.
Oh, well, it didn't make any sense with the context then. Just that it was long? I see.
Yeah, the win was kinda cute. That was there, like gaining copper of the Artificer. That was cool trick, but hard to spot.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about it later. I just didn't see how it worked out with number of cards in the Tragic Hero. I mean, I was thinking along those lines, but
I mean, I didn't count it out, but people seemed to agree that gaining a copper would be enough there. So I don't know if it's actually true.
I don't know, Psycho. It wasn't. It kind of looked like you were in it. I mean, I got nervous about it, but I don't know if you were actually in it or if it just sort of looked that way, given the relative decks and the amount of alt VP. But I certainly agree that I might have needed to province sooner. I mean, that was the thing I was talking about, but of course you can't hear me.
So Markus got a crypt now, and he's got lots of caravans in play, so he could get a good crypt off here if he draws it.
Mm-hmm.
These dungeons suck. Yeah, they're not. Reducing the hand size is kind of awkward.
Well, they don't have anything good to filter to. I mean, like you're just cycling coppers.
Yeah, true.
They don't. It's not like you're playing them to get to your Trasher or your Mountebank or whatever thing.
Yeah. Just spinning through the deck. Oh, that's sad that he didn't get the crypt there.
Yeah. But on the other hand, he's getting it on a hand with 2 caravans at least, so.
Wow, that's also fine. Well, any Smith got a crypt as well. And maybe he's gets a good one here. Yeah, with 2 dungeons in play and 3 caravans, he should find it.
You can print your dungeon so that you can get rid of it.
Yeah, Prince is not doing a lot here, right? Besides the monument thing, but it's just slow. Just too slow. Maybe not. I could be totally wrong. Steph says it's not too slow.
They're not doing anything, so.
Yeah, right. I mean, the game has felt really slow so far, so. Ooh. 7 card discard.
Getting that King's Court on the second page.
Everything is slow, yeah. I mean, all those princes you buy, though, they could be provinces, but only one person has to empty the provinces. It takes a really long time, I guess.
think
on
Stuff
Prince.
just wants one. This is a great crypt.
Yeah. Excellent crypt. Yeah, one prince more than my opponent, and then you do it until princes and monuments run.
Maybe we can have another 130-point game, monument game.
Oh yeah.
Our second in as many weeks.
Now he's got to think about just how many. Ooh, does not want to put this stuff aside. Okay.
I disagree.
That's interesting. Seemed like a really nice opportunity. I mean, he's got all these dungeons, so they wanna be able to filter some stuff.
Yeah. Now the crypt comes back really soon. And you're not going to get a hand like that again because you're just adding other junk. It's just terrible.
Maybe he can Artificer for Prince now, right? But he can't then pick it up and play it. He would need like one more hand size.
How many caravans did he play? 2? So he's just getting to. Yeah, he can gain it, but he can't play it.
Yeah. He'd really need 10 to gain and play it, right? Because you need to draw it and you need a card in hand that you want to play it on.
Yeah.
So Markus goes for the province there. Reasonable, I guess. Smith should gain and play Gladiator now. Well, that's... I think that was in response to stopping making sense, so...
The Z Smith. Mazurkus.
So right now they are provincing. N.A. Smith has the monument, which might be nice, the points that he accumulates over the turns if they just keep on provincing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they just province and mostly nobody misses, he'll win.
Yeah.
Unless Marcus adds one. Mysterious Forces, Ravenshard. Mysterious Forces. I can't wait till this breaks something in the database. It completely breaks their ranking or something.
Just all records lost. N.A. Smith, 10,000 games or something.
Yeah.
Breaking for the joke.
Yeah, he's a grinder. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so seems like just single provincing. N.A. Smith's crypt will return next turn. Which will be an issue for him, I guess.
If all you wanted to do is what they're doing right now, you could have started doing it a long time before this.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I mean, you need to prepare in some sense, but I don't know.
So, well, when it gets down to 2 provinces, you need to mind a bit that your opponent could maybe Artificer, but it seems hard to province and Artificer for a duchy. Though if they have many caravans played, maybe.
Yeah, it would take some lopsided caravans or something like that.
Yeah.
It would take lopsided hands of some sort. Need a concentration of the high value treasures and caravan draw.
Yeah. I mean, there's also Borrow, which helps as well for hitting 8 after discarding. So it's not unthinkable.
They also have to not have drawn the dungeons that turn too.
Yeah.
Because those kill it.
He did. Markus played 1 so far, right? This turn. There's another one. Guess he could play it and buy a province.
Maybe he can take this chance to gain another dungeon. draw it and play it.
It's gotta be even. 4 dungeons. Better than 3.
Now you discard 2 coppers to draw green. Probably.
Yeah.
Fortunately, draw some artificers. I mean, Nasmith can... I guess not yet, but... at some point, we'll probably have a chance where it's okay for him to take the province.
Yeah. These two VP from the monument are really nice now.
I mean, if he gets another monument play and say maybe he gains like an estate. He also... I guess he doesn't necessarily want to tie.
So, I guess Markus, maybe he goes for it here. Probably, right? The longer it goes, I mean, it's just gonna be more monument plays and chances will not become better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like suicide, but what are you gonna do?
Now Nasmith gets another crypt.
This is gonna be a nice crypt.
Yeah, like now it's gonna become basically impossible.
Yeah.
Because of the crypt.
Well, I guess you play the monument and set one fewer copper aside. That seems worth it.
You should just set everything aside, yeah.
Yeah.
So that you have the option to take the gold whenever you want, and then... Markus needs to gain a monument, actually.
But also kind of seems too late now, right?
Well, he could have gained it and played it, and he can still buy a duchy.
That's true.
I mean, I mean, the next time Nasmith plays at the monument, then he kind of... he might have a ability to... just by province.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, as long as Marcus is starting to put VP down, I mean, I guess he'd double duchy. That's the thing. Like, he still can't province here. Maybe double duchy is the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it also seems like, I mean, that's making the game longer, and nasmith is getting in more monument plays.
Yeah.
It's not getting better.
Nasmith's going to be able to do it too. If he wants. Though he took the wrong treasure if he wanted to do that. I guess he hasn't picked yet. Never mind. Yeah, because if he wants to double duchy, then he should probably take the
gold, right? Or silver is enough.
Silver might be safe enough, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can play the dungeon afterwards to clear the duchy from the top of the shuffle.
I guess that's possible.
Yeah, if Marcus gets double duchy again after this, that would be really good for him, right?
Yeah. So it's pretty hard for him to do it again.
Yeah. If both get one duchy, then he's pretty lost.
Yeah, because that gold's just sitting there waiting.
Yeah, it doesn't even hit one duchy here.
Well, he has one for sure if he wants
it. Yeah, true. With the Artificer. Oh, and there's Borrow, so was actually enough.
But yeah, Nasmith then getting the last one here and playing a dungeon and getting some duration stuff down and whatever is going to make it. Nasmith can even take I guess that doesn't make any sense. He could take I don't know if anything helps him really.
Yeah.
I mean, just a silver, I guess.
Silver
is pretty good. Or Gladiator. Gladiator is probably reasonable.
It can hit 3, right?
Yeah. No, now things are completely over.
Yeah. Now Marcus is just lost.
They're the opposite of really interesting.
Now he's just lost. Now he needs to buy province, I think.
I definitely think there was turns where Marcus could have added the monument sooner, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, there certainly would have been turns where he can do it. I just don't know what it would have cost him to do it.
Yeah, the monument was a really nice addition from nasmith to his deck. Really put him in a good spot in this game.
Just imagine if it had been princed.
And then if there was a second one princed, or a third one. Yeah, I think he has to take province now, right? I mean, what else are you gonna do? Nomad camp.
Apparently he's trying to double, but I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, that's probably what he's going for, right? But how is he gonna hit 16? And also there won't be 2 provinces left after this turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can just hit resign. But I like how Naismith doesn't even take the gold. Because he's...
Can just sit there, yeah.
Even though that's like... I mean, there's never half VP here, but... It is essentially...
Yeah.
Big double estate.
Oh, that's the game.
Well, I'm not convinced by everything they did there. But
Took
there
a
was
pretty long time. Well, but they were also dodgy dancing, so.
Yeah. But there was also it was certainly not a board where you could build cleanly.
Yeah. So this is a match point for Naismith, but so far it was always first player. Maybe Markus brings it back to 3-3. So, champion, lots of smithies, capitals, maybe. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Just get going on the page line and then see.
Guess you open
see from
page
there.
Overlord, so you can play it as a sentry.
Yeah. Or junk dealer. Sometimes you'll want that.
Yeah, true.
It's nice tactic, or sometimes Bailey, I guess.
Oh, that would be brutal, like hitting Warrior with Bailey or something that just wins you the game.
Yeah, like if you don't want to trigger the shuffle, which you don't, you do the junk dealer this time.
Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty cool option to
you
have.
You probably
to choose
take
here.
Another Overlord.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, you could do a second page as well, I guess. But I think you probably do the second Overlord.
Yeah, like 2 sentry plays here or sentry junk dealer. That's excellent.
Does Naismith want to do it like that? Is that right? Shouldn't he also do a junk dealer? Maybe it's not. It's not clear to me. Maybe that's right. Because if he had gotten 2 trashes, then I guess if you get 2 trashes, it's... I don't know.
I mean, because of shuffle management, that the junk dealer might have been better.
Yeah.
Okay.
People like the sentry, though, in chat, so...
There's also tower here, which I'm not sure if it's gonna be relevant. Probably not, because it just built up to a really huge turn and empty some stuff.
This could be a smithy. But it goes with another page. Seems fine. You have to sort of watch your deck. If you watch your opponent's deck, there may be a point where you think, oh, it's better to do Bailey.
Yeah.
Than one of the trashers.
Yeah, like if you know that Warrior is on top.
Yeah, or just if there's a chance.
It was kind of important for him that he drew the Warrior there, I think. Not losing a turn.
You could also just buy Bailey here.
I don't know. I mean, there's gonna be champion outright, and then it's just a cantrip. So is it worth it?
I mean, it's basically just banking on trying to hit their hero.
Alright, it can also hit the hero, not only the warrior. It can also hit the champion.
It can also hit the champion. So you get shots at more things. The main,
and that would be crazy.
I guess the other thing is it means your opponent can't do it. Is kind of because I'm thinking it's not unreasonable just to take a stab at it here.
Man, I think as Markus you just played twice
or
now.
Not, sorry, not Markus, but as Naismith. I mean, on this turn now. it wouldn't have been unreasonable to go for the Baileys here, but he didn't hit it. But
yeah, but that was good, I think, going for it. If you win the hero, if you hit the hero, you're just won. Well, maybe not, because they can also hit your hero. So this could get spicy now, these next turns.
Yeah, but if you buy the Bailey, you're the only one who has the opportunity.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I didn't hate Markus's buy of another Overlord or anything, but
that's true.
You
Oh, let's see if Markus can hit the thing. Oh no, it's in hand.
It's in hand, but like I think it makes sense to try it. To be honest. I mean, I don't. He's pretty clean.
You could also try to get his. Well, no, that's not gonna work. Getting his deck down to 5, and that's maybe a bit too scared.
So he killed a treasure hunter, which is useful.
Yeah.
Because you want a second line here because you want to have a hero.
Maybe you buy Bailey now to not get your champ trashed.
I would. I don't like those two things together. I wish it had happened.
It can still happen now. Markus can still.
Yeah. No, but I wish it had happened to Markus because of the buys specifically.
Now it can happen. It's not in hand. Let's see. Oh, 2 Overlords. 2 coppers.
Oh, we didn't get there. The thing is, like, I didn't like his gains. He should buy it. Well, I guess he just buys an Overlord, but the silvers are pretty sad.
Though these Overlords, they can be smithies now, so he shouldn't have trouble drawing. But
now none of the fun thing happens.
That's sad. I wanted to see some Traveler trashing with Sir Bailey. I mean, they are probably glad it didn't happen to them, but I would have liked to see it.
Markus bought Pilgrimage, but he doesn't actually have anywhere near 3 Pilgrimage targets.
Just Overlords, right? And the Capital, I guess.
He just has Overlords and Capital, I guess. Yeah. But like he can gain the Capitals.
Gold Capital.
All that stuff is okay. But
it's okay.
I would rather be pilgrimaging a smithy.
Yeah. And then you can turn this warrior into a hero that gains capitals for more buys. And then you can empty provinces over 2 turns or something. Looking like we're going for a game 7 at the moment. Markus well ahead.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not. NA Smith isn't too far behind, but a turn is all you need here.
I guess just another Well, if he's not going to pilgrimage again, it's just another Overlord. If you do want to try to pilgrimage at some point, then it makes sense to get a smithy, but
yeah. I mean, he can that, right? He's got lots of treasure in his deck. So
yeah, he can definitely dud.
This lead could turn around.
But he didn't. He should play the hero first and do one of them as library.
Oh, he resigns. That was a bit of an odd spot to resign, but I mean, it's fine, but
yeah, you would usually wait to see what the opponent's turn was.
Yeah. Okay, we get the Armageddon.
Final Game 7 alert. Let the people know.
So if anybody doesn't know, this is a random starting player, and player 2 wins the tie in this game. Ooh, this is also a board to be player 1 on.
Inventor, Silk Merchant, Lost Arts.
There's so much stuff here.
Gonna be a thing. Yeah, ignore familiar for sure. 4-3 probably go Silk Merchant remake.
That sounds good.
3-4 is, I guess, just silver Silk Merchant. I don't know. You probably need well, I don't know. 3-4 sucks.
Yeah. 4-3 is so much better. I lost arts on something. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Silk Merchants.
You'll throw Lost Arts on Silk or Inventor probably.
Yeah. Inventor also nice. Lost arts in them. You might not even need it. That's also true.
I think you probably need it. I think you probably want it, I guess.
Yeah. I think you want it. Dame Natalie on top is also nice if you manage to play an Inventor before her. You can gain Silk Merchants. So, good night on top.
Yeah. She's good. It might be kind of hard to gain her over something else at some points. I hate that. You're gonna suck on those coppers for the rest of the game. I think you're just gonna be chewing on those coppers for forever. I don't know if you get a crossroads or not. It's the kind of thing, Steph, it's the kind of thing that your article leads to. Your dumb Player 2 article. This is your fault. This is 100% your fault.
So this could be here. Markus might get a crossroads together with a 5 cost. Or just another Silk Merchant is also nice.
I guess you go into another Night Watchman. Just silver. That seems fine, too. Just buy another silk. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this resignable yet? I mean, it's game 7, so you don't want to resign it, but doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all.
No.
2 silks and a crossroads. And then you could put lost arts on them later. Lost arts plus silk is also a possibility.
It's not clear you have to win the split, But I think this is fine.
Still got lots of villagers, so you can delay the lost arts buy.
Yeah.
And yeah, then you can go into Inventors, I guess. And you wanna go into Inventors. Yeah, it's gonna pile so fast. He's gonna have so many buys from Silk Merchants can play some Inventors, then everything is free.
Yeah.
This is so lost for nasmith already.
I don't know that he should play out all this stuff either, Marcus, that is. Well, now he has I'm not sure you want all the villagers gone. But it should be okay. I'm just not 100% sure of that.
And now he definitely needs the lost
arts inventor, I guess.
Yeah. How many silks does he have?
Now the crossroads is really good. Once you have the lost arts on the silk merchants, the crossroads becomes really, really good.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you do that until you can draw them. I don't think you do the silvers into invent. You can draw them after doing it. So I definitely prefer the coppers there. It doesn't do you any particular good to have inventors in your deck a bunch right now, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. It's not going to be that bad one way or the other. Now you're buying count, which is just because you had a banquet at the start for some reason.
Count doesn't sound like it.
I would also here I would just play the remake. And I would not use the villager. Natalie is not unreasonable.
And Natalie is actually kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of good stuff to hit in nasmith's deck, and she can gain Inventors.
I'm not convinced. Is he going to go Natalie Lost City? Double Lost City. Huh.
I think I like Natalie in there.
Yeah. It's not the worst thing in the world to lose the villagers. He had the crossroads, but this seems okay.
A double LC, of course, is... Yeah, that's a good point. The overdraw will be handy.
Yeah. Overdraw is like the main thing for Inventor. Like the only thing, really, that matters.
Yeah.
That's part of why the coppers were so terrible to take into the deck.
So, I think he should have a win on this turn. Marcus?
He should be close to it, at the very least. Yeah,
this should be... playing Inventors should easily win.
Yeah. Yeah, four overdraws way more. You can even chain a little bit of the over if you get Lost Cities in there.
Yeah, he just needs to count it out now, but this should be in hand easily.
Yeah, you don't even have to. You have so many buys, you don't really have to count. You can just start gaining the Inventors.
Yeah, I could start with 2 Inventors, Inventor or something, draw them. And
then that's already like way more than you need.
Yeah. Inventors Lost Cities, yeah. I think so.
Or Inventors Estate will work.
Yeah,
I mean, Inventors Duchies will work. I think.
You can pick what you want, basically.
Yeah, you can just... There are things. So Markus is returning. I'll be inundated with... Well, he's not German, but nearly inundated with German.
Yeah, they need to stay in there, so when I get back, will be lots of Germans in A.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's not over yet, but I think he will be able to pull off this payload. Natalie is suspicious, yeah.
Except you really want, because of the price reduction, and you have 1 million buys. The Natalie is really bad.
Yeah, that's true. Like, why would you gain Natalie if you payload? Doesn't make any sense. So maybe he doesn't see it. Oh.
You really don't want to give your opponents turns here, because then they will find these things.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, he should still have it.
I mean, it may still be in hand. I haven't checked.
Yeah, he still has the remake plays to gain more inventors and stuff. So he still easily has it.
Yeah. I mean, he can gain inventors still.
Yeah. Remaking coppers into inventors.
Yeah.
Draw them, play them, and easy payload.
Well, as long as he finds something, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
We had all three player or all first player wins.
All first player, yeah. 7-0 for the first guy. Okay. Congratulations to Markus for getting back into A.
Yep.
Well played to both players. Sad for nasmith that he missed it there. So by by one game, and also a game that's really hard to win as player 2, but that's how it goes.
Didn't he have to play a playoff with you also?
Yeah, because
and then you didn't even use it.
Yeah, then he got another chance, but now this thing happened. So
all you did was take away his dream, and
yeah, basically. Right.
Then threw it in the garbage. Okay. Well, thanks for talking with me.
Yeah, it was nice commentating with you.
Hope you come back to the league soon so we can play.
Yeah, when we will be playing with horses, I will be back.
Okay.
So, looking forward to that.
Cool. All right.
Thank you everybody for watching, listening. See you next time. Goodbye.
See ya.